Navigating a life where we don't rely entirely on others might seem daunting at first, but it opens the door to countless opportunities for self-growth and fulfillment. Independence brings a kind of freedom that allows us to determine when, how, and with whom we interact. It's not about claiming that solitude is superior, but about appreciating the space it gives us to truly thrive. Imagine life as a vast, uncharted forest. Each of us walks our own path, carving a unique trail that reflects our passions and aspirations. While there are many trails crossing ours, we are free to wander alone, exploring hidden corners of this forest without the need for someone to lead the way. We can pause to take in the beauty, make decisions with clarity, and discover our strengths along the journey. When you learn to stand on your own, you gain the autonomy to follow your true calling. This doesn't mean dismissing companionship, but rather making it a choice, not a necessity. Free from the pressure to meet constant social obligations, we gain the freedom to dedicate time to personal passions, be it creative pursuits, career goals, or simple self-reflection. Choosing to be with others out of genuine desire rather than obligation makes these connections more authentic and fulfilling. When you decide to spend time with someone because you want too, not because you have to, the bond becomes deeper, based on mutual respect rather than dependency. Think of figures like Virginia Woolf, who found solace in solitude, yet remained deeply connected to the literary and artistic circles of her time. Woolf's periods of reflection were essential to her creativity and emotional well-being. She thrived by striking a delicate balance, valuing connection but cherishing solitude. Similarly, the philosopher Henry David Thoreau retreated to nature for extended periods, seeking solitude to better understand himself and the world. He showed us that solitude can enhance our ability to connect with others meaningfully when we choose to engage. The balance between connection and independence enriches both aspects of life. Of course, relationships bring joy, support, and companionship, but they also require time, energy, and compromise. The freedom to step back into solitude when desired is a gift, allowing us to recharge, refocus, and appreciate those connections even more when we return to them. With today's modern advancements, individuals are more empowered than ever to live self-sufficiently. Many societies no longer impose the same pressures to depend on close relationships for survival. We now have the choice to pursue connections on our terms, seeking those who align with our values rather than settling out of necessity. This freedom, however, comes with its own set of challenges, like navigating moments of loneliness or a heightened sense of individual responsibility. But it also opens the door to relationships built on genuine interest and compatibility, free from societal expectations. Each interaction becomes an opportunity for meaningful connection, rather than a mere fulfillment of social norms. Jean-Paul Sartre once reflected on the weight of others' expectations and how it could stifle individual authenticity. By liberating ourselves from the constant need for validation, we allow our true selves to flourish. It's not about turning away from society, but about engaging with it on our own terms, finding our own values, purpose, and meaning in life. Philosophers like Nietzsche believed in transcending societal expectations to reach a higher form of personal fulfillment. By embracing solitude and self-reliance, we create room for personal growth, free from the constraints of conventional thinking. This journey to self-actualization allows us to forge our own path, becoming the architects of our destiny. Ultimately, choosing solitude doesn't mean rejecting human connection. It means engaging with it in a more thoughtful, intentional way. When relationships are based on mutual respect and genuine affection, they're far more fulfilling than those built out of obligation or societal pressure. In the end, life is a delicate balance between companionship and solitude. Some thrive in constant social engagement, while others find peace in moments of quiet introspection. Both paths are valid, and it's important to understand what works best for you. The key is having the freedom to choose both when needed, forming authentic, healthy relationships while also nurturing your inner self. This journey of self-discovery allows us to live a more intentional and fulfilled life, surrounded by the people we truly resonate with, while also having the strength to stand alone when the time calls for it. Embracing the strength of solitude. As we continue this journey of self-reliance and thoughtful interaction with others, it's important to recognize the strength that solitude can offer. Solitude is often misunderstood as isolation or loneliness, but in reality, it is a space where we can reconnect with our inner voice and refine our understanding of the world. In those quiet moments, we are free from distractions, giving our minds the space to explore thoughts and ideas that might otherwise go unnoticed. Consider the artist, who often needs solitude to bring forth their creative vision. In the absence of external noise, their imagination can soar, unbounded by the expectations of others. This kind of solitude is a gift, a rare chance to delve deeply into one's passions and emerge with a clearer sense of purpose. Similarly, in everyday life, moments of quiet can offer us clarity, helping us better understand who we are and what we truly want. This strength of solitude also builds resilience. When we face life's challenges alone, we develop the tools needed to navigate difficult times. We become more adaptable, learning how to rely on our own judgment and intuition. This doesn't mean we never seek help or companionship, but that we trust ourselves first and foremost to handle the complexities of life. The balance of social interaction and self-care. Yet, even as we value solitude, the importance of meaningful social interaction remains clear. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and building relationships with others can enrich our lives in ways that solitude alone cannot. However, when we approach these relationships from a place of self-sufficiency, we are less likely to lose ourselves in them. We maintain our sense of identity and purpose, contributing to relationships from a position of strength rather than need. Think of it like a well-maintained garden. The time we spend nurturing ourselves, cultivating our passions and interests, is akin to tending the soil. By doing so, we ensure that when we do choose to engage with others, the relationships we form are healthy, sustainable, and mutually beneficial. We're not planting seeds of dependence, but rather of shared growth, where both individuals thrive. In our increasingly connected world, it's easy to get lost in the constant flow of communication and expectations from others. But by consciously choosing when and how to engage, we can protect our energy and emotional well-being. This way, we remain grounded, making time for self-care and reflection, even in the busiest of times. It's about finding the balance between being there for others and being there for ourselves. The power of choosing genuine connections. When we adopt this mindset, our relationships take on a new meaning. We're not simply connecting with others out of habit or societal expectation, but because we genuinely want to. This shift leads to deeper, more meaningful interactions. Relationships become a source of inspiration, support, and joy, rather than obligation or a distraction from personal growth. The philosopher Martin Buber spoke of two types of relationships: the I-it relationship, where others are treated as objects, and the I-thou relationship, where we see others as full individuals, deserving of respect and empathy. When we are not driven by need, our connections with others naturally evolve into the I-thou type, fostering respect and mutual understanding. We value others for who they are, not just for what they can provide. It's also worth noting that this approach allows us to recognize when relationships are no longer serving us. Without the need to hold on to every connection, we can respectfully step back from relationships that drain our energy or limit our growth. Setting boundaries becomes an act of self-love, and choosing to let go of toxic relationships is a testament to the power of living on your terms, a life of intentional living. Ultimately, the freedom to not rely on others for our happiness leads to a life of greater intention. We make choices based on what truly matters to us, free from the fear of judgment or the pressure to conform. This way of living can lead to more creativity, productivity, and a deeper connection with oneself. Consider how modern pioneers of self-actualization, like Eckhart Tolle or Brené Brown, have emphasized the value of solitude and self-reflection. Both stress that understanding yourself, your thoughts, fears, desires, is key to leading a more authentic life. By mastering the art of being alone, you cultivate a deep relationship with yourself, one that informs all your interactions with the outside world. In this intentional life, we also find that we have more time and space for our passions. When we are not distracted by unnecessary social obligations, we can fully immerse ourselves in the things we love, whether it's art, science, sports, or any form of self-expression. This focus not only brings fulfillment, but also allows us to contribute more meaningfully to the world around us. In the end, the beauty of not needing others is not about isolation or rejecting human connection. It's about empowerment. It's about cultivating the confidence to navigate life on your own terms, trusting yourself, and making deliberate choices about who you invite into your world. When you live from this place of self-sufficiency, every relationship, every interaction becomes a conscious decision based on mutual respect and genuine connection. This independence doesn't mean you're cutting yourself off from the world, but that you're creating a healthier, more balanced life. You are free to explore the vast possibilities of existence, unburdened by the constraints of societal expectations or the need for constant approval. As you continue to walk your path, remember that the choice to engage with others is one of life's greatest freedoms. By valuing both solitude and connection, you can live a life that is rich in meaning, creativity, and authentic relationships, one where you are fully in control of your journey.